what is the economic cooperation status between India and Mauritius? Basically, we have a comprehensive economic cooperation between and partnership agreement between India and Mauritius. Our trade volume is around 800 million, and the balance is in favor of India. So that's what we export more, and we export basically pharmaceuticals and textiles. They are the major products, and we are importing vanilla and also seafood products. So basically, through comprehensive economic cooperation partnership, there is a preferential access to certain products. Around 600 products belonging to Mauritius, they have the preferential access, and 300 products around of India will have preferential access. But China has also free trade agreement with Mauritius, and the volume is 1.1 billion. So there also China is competing very aggressively. So we are trying to compete with China there also. So in the economic cooperation, we have another important point. You must have seen this in the news. That is double taxation avoidance agreement. So what is double taxation avoidance agreement? This came in 1980s. Basically, the aim, it's a world agreement. The aim is to promote investments. Suppose a Mauritius company invests in India, and they want, first they have invested, now they are selling their shares. So the capital gains tax will not be attracted to that. So therefore, basically they can invest more, and the same happens if India invests in Mauritius. That was the aim then. But after our economic liberalization, and especially after 2000, India became an important destination for foreign direct investments. So people started using the loopholes of double taxation avoidance agreement, and they started routing all the investments through Mauritius, so that they can avoid tax. So practically what happens is, suppose a company A wants to invest in company B of India. So company A, it won't directly invest in India, it will establish a company M in Mauritius. So what they will do is, through the company M, they will invest in India, so that they will avoid paying tax. So using the loophole, most of the countries, most of the FDI started routing through Mauritius. So if you see, India attracted around $1 trillion from 2000 till now. So the highest, around 25%, came from Mauritius only. So that is the only reason why Mauritius became such a important country through which FDI is coming. So even OECD base erosion and profit shifting guidelines, they also advocate the prevention of tax avoidance. They advocate that there are certain loopholes like our DTAA in between different other countries also. So you plug the loophole so that your tax revenue increases. So in 2016, we have undertaken an amendment to DTAA, a direct double taxation avoidance agreement, which says if any company coming through Mauritius also, a capital gains tax will be attracted. That is the first thing. But so that some genuine people should get tax benefit, we have given limitations of benefits clause. That is means through the limitation of benefits clause, we will see if the company is genuine presence of Mauritius, or it is coming only for tax avoidance purpose. So that we can, if that is the case, we want to impose tax on that. And a cutoff date was given, that is April 1, 2017, which means the investment made before this date, they are exempted from this amendment. So no tax will be imposed on that. But any investment coming after that, they will come under this clause. So we will see whether under limitation of benefits clause, whether they are genuine players, so that tax won't be imposed, otherwise tax will be imposed. But still, in spite of this, companies, they are very smart, they are finding loopholes, because this has only certain amount, like how much investment is being made and how many employees are there. Quantitative data is being examined to see whether they come under limitation of benefits clause. But as people are still finding ways and means to avoid tax, we have come up with principal purpose test. This is more comprehensive, through which we will check what is the purpose of investment of the company coming from Mauritius, whether they are coming only for taxation avoidance or they have important presence. So this is more comprehensive than 2016 amendment, and but this was done in 2024. Agreements have been signed, but this has not yet been notified. So only when it is notified, it can be implemented. This is about double taxation avoidance agreement, started in 1980s for promoting investments, but people started misusing for tax avoidance. Then we came with the 2016 amendment. It's partially working, but again we have come up with principal purpose test in 2024, new guidelines, and this has not been notified. Now actually the FDI from Mauritius reduced, but if this also comes, the tax reform will be complete, and this follows OECD's guideline also. These are not legally binding, but this is good for, if we follow, we get more tax revenue. So you can have this data point also, OECD base erosion and profit shifting guidelines. So historical and cultural ties, we share very close historical cultural ties. 70% are Indian origin people, and Hinduism also followed there, and Prime Minister said Mauritius is like a mini India, and Mauritius is like a family. That shows how deep our ties are. And so the cultural relations always play an important role in strategic relationship also. They become the foundation. And so Mahatma Gandhi also visited in 1901, and he gave a important call to improve them in education and political activity, and also close relationship with India. So even March 12th, the National Day is celebrated in commemoration of that memory of Mahatma Gandhi ji, because he started his Dandi March on March 12th. So there is a important link there also, historical link also is there. And we are investing in various people to people initiative, like Metro Express, ENT Hospital, new Supreme Court building, and we are investing more in the new Parliament building, and Civil Services Training Institute. We are going to train many of their civil services under the agreement. So India always invests a lot in the peaceful projects of the bordering nations, and it maintains a deep cultural and people-to-people relationship, and basically it's a trust-based relationship, not like China's BRI initiative, Belt and Road initiative, where they invest lot of money, and they just and they in a way flood the nation, and even the nation becomes a big borrower of the money from China. It becomes a dependent one. It is not a mutually trust-based relationship, unlike our relationship with our neighbors. So, because we are talking about Indian Ocean region, we have to see other cooperative multilateral institutions and country-based organizations. This is the Colombo Security Conclave. Colombo Security Conclave started in 2011 with 3 members, India, Sri Lanka, Maldives, and Mauritius and Bangladesh joined, and Bangladesh joined in 2024. Very recently, Bangladesh joined in 2024. So this is an important point. This is Colombo Security Conclave. and Seychelles is another country is observer. It's not yet a member. Basically, we want to counter Chinese influence with cooperation and relationship with our close neighbors, which are in Indian Ocean region. So, and we also address the shared threats, and disaster relief cooperation also is there. Whenever any disaster happens, India becomes the first responder, and we also give vaccines, and in every aspect India wants to cooperate with the neighbors, and we want to develop a close relationship, and we have very deep interest in their welfare. And this is Indian Ocean Rim Association. This is another multilateral organization. Basically, this has 23 members. How many members are there? 23. So, if you read the 23 members directly as nations, it is difficult to memorize. Go and try to see them conceptually, region wise. In Africa, what countries are there? South Africa, Kenya, Somalia, Mozambique, basically on the eastern border, what are they? And Middle East, we have Oman, UAE, Yemen, and Iran. And there is another choke point there, that is Strait of Hormuz. So, I didn't talk about choke points. Choke points are also very important because they are narrow points in the sea lanes, in the trade routes. So, they become strategically very important. Like our Malacca Strait. Malacca Strait is between Malaysia, Singapore, and Indonesia. So, a lot of traffic of China, like shipping, their trade traffic goes through Malacca Strait, and India has a very strategic advantage there because in Malacca Strait, because our Andaman Nicobar Islands is very near to that. So that's why Andaman Nicobar Islands Lieutenant Governor is usually a retired naval officer, and also in Andaman Nicobar Islands we have Tri-Services Command. That is, all the three services stay there, both our military, air force, and also navy. So because that's a strategically very important area, and we oversee this Malacca Strait. What China is trying to do, China is trying very hard, and of course all the world nations also, because through Arctic route, North Sea route, it wants to develop. So, so now because the North Sea route, it will go in the north way to Europe. So, with that around 40% distance also will be reduced. So, it is good for China. So, distance is reduced, fuel costs are reduced, and it can avoid Malacca Strait. It is a choke point. So, choke points are also very important. So, have a look at them. And another choke point is Strait of Hormuz. It is it's near Oman, in the Middle East, and we have Mozambique current also, that is also there, and in the Horn of Africa also we have choke points. So all these choke points become very important during war time, and during peace time also they are monitored, and countries try to build their naval presence there, so that during war time they can have strategic advantage. So because Indian Ocean Rim Association, the 23 countries, and in South Asia we have India, Bangladesh, Sri Lanka, Pakistan. In Southeast Asia, Australia, you have Indonesia, Malaysia, Singapore, Thailand, Australia. Island nations, Comoros, Madagascar, Maldives, Mauritius, Seychelles is there, and France Reunion is also member through its overseas department, island located in the Indian Ocean, the east of Madagascar. There are 12 dialogue partners also. So this is also another association, because we are talking about broadly Indian Ocean region. You can read about them also. So I want to leave you with two questions. One is discuss the strategic importance of Mauritius for India's maritime security objectives in the Indian Ocean. You can answer this question by discussing about the importance of Indian Ocean region, why it is emerging as a strategic theater, and also China's and India's strategic competitiveness going there, and how India using Mauritius, trying to build some strategic advantage there. And you can talk about economic cooperation also, historical tie also, and strategically how Mauritius become important. From all those angles you can answer this question very easily. So another question is double taxation avoidance reforms and their impact. So you can talk about why double taxation avoidance agreement started, and how this is being misused, why FDI coming through Mauritius, a small nation, 25% of our FDI, and it is the largest source of our FDI is coming through Mauritius, and how 2016 amendment we started plugging that tax loop hole, and also 2024 amendment also is there, principal purpose test, which is also it's not yet notified, but it will also go a long way in the avoidance of plugging that tax loophole. So this is from my side, friends. So India-Mauritius relations is very important, and try to see it broadly, not just from country-country relation. As a Indian Ocean region, what is India's role, how it is maritime security is evolving. If you see from that perspective, your answer will be broad, more informative, and your understanding will also be very nice. So thank you very much. This is Gopi Krishna from Glorious Academy. Thank you.